Today we're checking out something a bit different but really cool for your kitchen, the Electric Conveyor Toaster Bread Bagel Food Maker. Now, this isn't just your standard toaster. It's designed for efficiency, consistency, and even a bit of showmanship if you like having appliances that actually look impressive on your countertop. First off, the design. When you look at this thing, it feels very industrial, almost like something you'd see in a small cafe or bakery. It's not bulky, but it definitely has presence. The stainless steel finish gives it that professional vibe, and the conveyor mechanism is right there in the front so you can actually see your bread, bagels, or other pastries moving along. There's something oddly satisfying about watching your food slowly glide through and come out perfectly toasted on the other side. It's one of those small pleasures that makes you feel like a pro chef, even if you're just making breakfast at home. Now let's talk functionality. The key here is the conveyor system. Unlike regular pop-up toasters where the bread sits in slots, this toaster uses a moving belt to consistently brown your bread or bagels. That means no more guessing if one slice is more toasted than the other. The speed of the conveyor can be adjusted depending on how light or dark you like your toast. And for bagels, it's really handy because you can toast just the cut side while keeping the outside warm and soft. You don't get that perfect balance with traditional toasters. Another great thing about this appliance is its versatility. We're not just talking about bread and bagels. You can actually put in pastries, English muffins, or even small sandwich buns. The consistent heat distribution and conveyor speed adjustment allow for a pretty wide range of foods. It even works well for quick reheating of pre-toasted bread or rolls without burning them. It's essentially a mini bakery experience right in your kitchen, which is surprisingly rare at this price point. When it comes to performance, this toaster is solid. The heating elements provide even browning, and because the bread is moving through the heat source gradually, you don't get those uneven burnt spots you sometimes get with cheap toasters. The conveyor speed dial is intuitive, you just set it to light, medium, or dark, and the machine does the rest. Some advanced versions even come with a separate control for different types of bread, like bagels versus sliced sandwich bread, which is a neat touch if you're really particular about your breakfast. Safety is another area where this toaster shines. The exterior doesn't get overly hot, which is nice if you have kids running around or if your kitchen space is limited. There's a crumb tray at the bottom for easy cleaning, which honestly makes a huge difference over time. No one wants to deal with burnt crumbs stuck in a slot, so the fact that you can just slide the tray out and rinse it is a big plus. One thing to note is the size. This isn't a tiny appliance. It does require a bit of counter space, but if you're serious about breakfast efficiency, or if you run a small cafe or just love making large batches, it's totally worth it. The build quality feels sturdy, and it has that reassuring weight to it. It's not going to wobble or feel flimsy, which is what you want when you're handling hot bread moving along a conveyor belt. I also want to touch on speed. One of the main advantages of a conveyor toaster is that you can keep feeding bread in without having to wait for multiple cycles. It's almost like an assembly line for toast. If you've ever had a morning where multiple people in your household are waiting for breakfast, this is a game changer. Everyone can get their toast at the exact level of brownness they prefer, almost simultaneously. It's a small detail, but it makes mornings way smoother. Aesthetically, it's a conversation starter. If you're into kitchen gadgets that actually look as impressive as they perform, this fits the bill. It's not a stealthy appliance you hide in a cabinet. You want this on your countertop because it looks good and adds a professional touch. The conveyor belt is the main visual highlight, and watching your